field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The Chiefs at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
DeAndre Carter back deep. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Finding space at the 40.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Tannehill.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Henry.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run the option here on first and 10.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they come up now second and goal. Here's Tannehill.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Woods the receiver in motion right.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Woods the receiver in motion right. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And Monty Rice there on the tackle.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A first down and then some, 36 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. There he goes, left side. 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis going to try to run it.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Here comes Carter. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mahomes now on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
They send Carter in motion right. first down. Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Third and 2, Tannehill. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Finding, and it's a fumble.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
Tannehill on 1st down. This is caught. It's Woods. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here you go, right here. Right.
Off play action, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Tannehill. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They send Carter in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Monty Rice. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2, right here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Open man right side is Tony. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mahomes to throw once more. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
In this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's caught by Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's brought down.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Montgomery will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Tennessee,
the loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the prank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching that, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I managed. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up till like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven it, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit.